All right, we're live. Gonna try this out first time because we're probably gonna do these shows without Matt. Maybe do some Q&As and see how it works. If you guys like this, we'll keep it going every now and then. It'll just be a solo Q&A with me, no Matt. So yeah, keep the questions coming in. We'll get some. We'll recap the betting card here. Like we talked about on the Monday show. All in on John Rahm. Love it. Love everything out of his presser. Everything was great. Feel great about Rambo. Hope you guys got that 12, 14 to 1. Maybe some parlays out there. Get it up to 20. And then keeping the live theme, we feel real good about Waco, 40 to 1. And Hatton. We still got the Hatton 50 to 1 from January. Do I love the Hatton 50 to 1? No, hate it. But I guess you can mix. And then obviously, then we got Fleetwood. Really like Tommy. Matt convinced me on him. Hey, if the score is going to be close to even par, Tommy's your guy. And then I play some top 20s. We got Neiman plus 115, Tommy plus 120, and then a couple more live guys. We got Mark, Big Titty Mark from the old days, Big Titty Mark plus 450, and our guy Chucky Ortiz plus 450, top 20. Don't love that one as much as I love Top Mexican plus 125. Had to do it for the show this week. And then I added Grillo 6 to 1. Don't particularly love it, but his ball striking numbers were great. Obviously concerned at the U.S. Open because he, I wouldn't say his temperament's the best. So definitely a concern there. Wouldn't go heavy on Grillo, but like the 6 to 1 for a top 20. Then I also posted out some other props. Went hard on the props. No hole in one. I mean, there's a 300-yard par 3 hole in one, or par 3, and then two of the other par 3s are over 200 yards, and the shortest par 3 is like 183. There's been 9 U.S. Opens here, and there's been one hole in one, and that was back in 1983. So, pounded that minus 165. Really love that. Then we went into some of the countries. Top Aussie, Big Mark plus 470. Big week out of Big Mark coming. He grinded it out in the qualifier. One of the tougher qualifiers, too. I think the winner was -2, -3. And then top Mexican, like I said, Chucky Ortiz, minus 125. And then Matt had me jump on this one. Top Great Britain and Ireland, plus 510 for Tommy. And then a little sprinkle, I don't know. Matt's all about Kazuma, 14 to 1. I don't know if he really likes him or if it's just he's pumping the live guys because that's all he can do these days. And then FRLs. I mean, I was going back and forth, AM, PM. There's really no weather advantage. I feel like the AM is going to play easier just because as the week goes on, it's going to dry out and it's only going to become more difficult. So we got Jocko, Tommy, Finau, Fitz, Akshay, Spawn, Ortiz, Leishman, Grillo. Most of them are 75 plus, so that's why there's 9 of them. So love it. Let's try to get a first round leader again, just like at Augusta. Other than that, that's I did add Cantlay. Had to get some Cantlay. I really like Cantlay, actually. Top 10 plus 280. Had to get some Dumpy. In there. So I went all out this week. Probably going to get pounded, but what are you going to do? Weather-wise, we're looking good. No rain. Maybe a little rain towards the weekend, but no wind at all, which, I mean, I'm pumped about that. I feel like we haven't had one of these events where wind hasn't affected us, so pumped about that. So with that said, let's just get into some questions. I'll take live Q&A. This is, like I said, this might be our format moving forward on occasion. Just a live Q&A with me without Matt. I'm still going to try guess. in these non-live shows, but I'm not going to say it's going to be every week with a guest. So let's go through this. Seeing the winds are down this week, you happy with that considering how tough the course will play regardless? Or did you want absolute carnage with this? I'm glad there's no wind this week. I think the course is already extremely difficult. Wind would have just made it insane. So I'm happy about that. Seeing how much love for Harry English. Fuck Harry English. He's just steamed. He's like Pendrith last week. Not winning. Nothing on him. I have no interest in Harry English. You're addicted to Cantlay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to bet him next week at the Travelers. And I'm actually I think he's going to have a great week. I'm going to bet him next week at the Travelers 1,000%. No Adam Scott. I haven't been on Adam Scott. He's one of my favorite golfers. I haven't been on Adam Scott all year. He's having an awful year, and it's definitely because of the PIF shit and him being on the whatever committee he's on. I can't make a decision committee for that the PGA Tour has. So no Adam Scott this week. He'll probably miss the cut horrifically. And Mark's your top Australian. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Mark was the only Australian to make the cut this week. Not high on Minwoo. Jay Day hasn't played golf since the PGA. Scott stinks. Cam Smith stinks. Cam Davis stinks. So Aussies are struggling there. I thought 470 was a great number on Mark, who's actually playing good golf and has won a tournament this year. Like can't let it play well, can't win though. I agree, 100%. He's going to win Travelers though. Do you bet all winners the same unit size? No. I bet them all to win the same amount though. If Matt can probably send you guys an updated thing of how we structure our card, but we try to risk we try to risk a certain amount a week to win the same amount on each guy. Who's your favorite guy to bet against under 40-1 this week? Good question. Under 40-1. Everybody keeps asking me if we should bet against Rory, and I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know. I think there's a world where Rory flops completely, but there's also a world where Rory can show up. And I'm worried about that. So I'm not going against Rory at all. I think under 40-1, I'd go against Colin. Colin or X. X at least has the power. Colin's either going to have a really good week or a really shit week, in my opinion. I'd go Colin. Keegan finishes top 5 to 10. Is he picking himself or does he have to win? I think he has to win. If he wins, he's going to be on the Ryder Cup team. Top 5, 10, I don't think it matters. I don't think he's picking himself. He has to get on the team. I have so much love for Keegan this week, too. It's kind of nuts. The Ryder Cup thing just throws me off on him. I just can't picture a Ryder Cup captain winning the U.S. Open. Best side of the draw, Blake. Any draw. Looking at the weather. I guess slight lean to PM AM, but I don't think there's any bias at all. You think Aber can finish top 10? Yes, I do. Wouldn't be surprised if he contends. Seems like a good Ludwig course on paper and straight with driver. Yeah, Ludwig's starting to show some things right now. I'm still worried about him. Seems like he always throws up a big number in some of these big events. Didn't he throw up a quad last week or at Memorial. And he did the same thing in last year's U.S. Open. He was the 36-hole leader. I think he was playing with Bryson on Saturday, and he made a triple and then never heard from him again. I feel like that's what he's been doing in some of these. He did the same thing at Augusta last year, made a big double on 11. So I'm just not ready for Ludwig to win a major yet. I think next year's the time. Cut line. +7. +7, I think, will be the cut. +8, maybe. T10 long shots, similar to Rose. T10 long shots. Could see Finau 12-1. I guess that's a long shot. Don't mind JJ Spawn this week. I don't know why. I'm not a Spawn guy either. But I think he can. I bet him first round leader, and I think he can kind of stay involved a little bit. But I could be completely off on that. Fitz, I like Fitz 12-1. That would be the top 10. Yeah, not a lot of these long guys. Ortiz maybe 18-1, and Mark 25-1. Don't hate those, but I bet them top 20 just to be safer. Bounce back week for Colin. Bounce back week for what? He's been terrible since the API comments. He hasn't even had a top 10 since then. I could see him playing well, or I could see him sucking. I don't know. I don't think there's an in-between for Colin this week. His wimpy fade there is going to either keep him in the tournament because it always hits the fairway. It's going to take him out, and he's going to be toast. He's got to really putt it well this week to perform, I think, which I don't trust him to do. You're the man, Blake. Thanks for putting the show on your back. Yeah, well, not everybody gets the bag, you know. We can't all be live only guys. Rory and JT, what about him? That's who you're fading. JT, yes, I would fade JT. Miscut for JT coming. I forgot about him. Did he bump up to? I was looking at 40 and under. Did he bump up to 45? Wow, he's 50 on DraftKings. That's why I didn't say JT. 50 on DraftKings. That's crazy. Yeah, I think JT. It's weird. His two majors were grind fest, but I don't see it with JT. He's going to be grinding too much. That driver isn't straight enough, and the new JT, the one that's the last year and a half or so, is more of a birdfest guy, in my opinion. And he's been absolutely horrific in majors the last 2-3 years. I've never played George Wright, but I've heard great things. So I can't answer that question. Heard great things. I know a couple members. Sanders a fade out of those guys for me. Yeah, I don't think his driver's strong enough right now. So he'll make too many doubles and triples, I think, this week. Yep, exactly. That's why I'm higher on Colin, but I don't know. Xander's U.S. Open record's pretty incredible. You got to like that kind of mindset going into U.S. Open here. Yeah, Keegan ain't winning shit. Everybody knows that. He's not winning a U.S. Open. Cam Young in the without big four market, letting money on fire. No, I think Cam Young can play well. He's starting to play good golf. I mean, we've seen him contend in majors before, hard majors, Southern Hills. I don't know where else he contend. I know he was at St. Andrews. That wasn't a hard one, but Southern Hills was difficult. Was he at Brookline? Maybe Brookline. But yeah, I could see him without the big four market. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I'd rather just, yeah, sure, without the big four. Cool. McNeely, FRL is looking tasty. He's got something to prove. This is his first U.S. Open, I think. I don't know if there's any. I don't think there's going to be a streaky. I don't think putts are going to be going in this week. I don't think like streaky with the putter. I know he's a good putter, but I just don't. I don't think a lot of guys are making putts this week. So, and if you are making putts, it's 5 to 10 footers for par, which I guess is good. There are spawn guys. It's weird. Go talk to that guy, Ruby. He loves spawn. Weirdest guys out there, spawn. He just looks like a fat Jason Day, in my opinion. Not a Mav guy, but I think he could play well here. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've always just contended that Mav isn't a good golfer, and I know he's been playing well ever since he got with Butch Harmon, but he's been, in my opinion, Jordan Spieth without all the accolades his whole career. I don't hate this take at all. I think Scotty either barely makes the cut or wins by 2 strokes, no in between. I do think Scotty's going to struggle a little bit. I don't think he's running away with this. I don't think this is like a Tiger U.S. Open at Pebble situation or a Tiger at St. Andrews situation where he wins by, or even Scotty at the PGA. Actually, he didn't really run away with that, but he won by 6 strokes. I think this is going to be a tight U.S. Open with whoever's contending. Fade Sepp Straka. I mean, I don't understand. Everybody loves Sepp Straka. Yeah, Sepp can. He's already won twice. He ain't winning this one. You are the man. I know. I'm calling it now. Nick Taylor mixes on Sunday. I think Nick Taylor's best major finish is like 29th. So I disagree. Rory misses the cut. I think it's all going to depend on tomorrow. If he has a good Thursday, I think he could mix a little bit. If he has a shit Thursday, I think he packs it in and misses the cut. I think it all depends on tomorrow for him, tomorrow morning. Ron plus 220 head-to-head versus Scotty. I saw that. Yeah. That was one of the only head-to-heads I was going to bet. So, yes, haven't bet it, but I'll do it. Patty Reed. No, I'm not Patrick Reed this week. I've backed enough live guys. I don't think this course plays to his advantage. I don't think a lot of people are making putts, and I think around the green is going to be difficult for everybody with how thick the rough is. So, no, out on Patrick Reed. I think this course eliminates what he does well. Any love for our guy, Vic? This is a really tough one on Vic. No, I got nothing on Vic this week. I got nothing against him. I just don't think his game's ready enough for a U.S. Open, and I'm hoping it's going to be ready enough for an Open. So, nothing on Vic. Nothing against him, though. I still love him. That's what I've heard, too. Heron this favors a natural fader of the ball. I mean, yeah, DJ. I think Cabrera did hit a fade. Obviously, Jack did. Johnny Miller. Yeah. Well, let's go Rahm. And I guess technically, I wouldn't say Neiman has a fade, but Rahm. A little bit of Tommy. Any head-to-head or 3-ball stick-out tomorrow? Typically in these majors, I like to wait till Friday to bet head-to-heads. I kind of like to see how – I got enough action with the first-round leaders, and I kind of like to see how the course plays, so – nothing tomorrow. I usually dive into that Tuesday. Matt's more the head-to-head guy. I don't know if he even does it on Thursdays, but we'll text Thursday night and start hammering plays. So just shoot us a DM or something if you want some plays for Friday. Playing any guys scores over on round 1. Haven't looked. Like I said, I'm probably going to wait till Friday, see how the course plays. I do that, though, a lot in majors on weekends. Love it, too. Cam Young, top 10 plus 750. I don't hate it. I could see that. Think Russ Henley could be the Jim Furyk of this year. Yeah, I actually like Russ Henley this week. I I just can't. Yeah, I can picture him being second. I just can't picture Russ Henley winning the U.S. Open. I know he's actually played really well in the U.S. Open. I almost bet him first round leader, but I went back the last 9 years of first round leaders here at U.S. Opens, and Henley, I think, was 2 or 3 of them. I was gonna bet Cantlay, but Cantlay had shared the lead last year with Rory, and it was kind of a mixed bag between studs and no-namers. So I kind of just went with the no-namers. Last year was Rory Cantlay. Year before was when X and Ricky were like 8 under at LACC, and everybody wanted to fucking kill the USGA for that course. 2022 at Brookline was Hadwin. 2021 at Torrey was Henley and Louie. 2020 was JT at Wingfoot. 2019 at Pebble was Rose. Fucking Rose. That guy fucking loves the first round. 2018, Henley, DJ, Piercy, Poulter split it. That was at Shinnecock, I believe. 2017, another Dick Fowler. 2017, where were we? That was Aaron Hills, I believe. And then 2016, back here at Oakmont, was Andrew Landry, who's the longest of long shots. I don't hate Henley. I think he could definitely mix. Ruby should be locked up. Yeah, he's not everybody's cup of tea. But he'll definitely battle somebody on Twitter. Saw our interview with Horschel. He likes Connors. Yeah, everybody likes Connors and fucking Lowry and Sepp Straka. You know what Connors and Lowry never do? Fucking win. At least Sepp. You can trust Sepp if he gets in the mix. Those other two, they ain't winning. Connors is going to be a wreck on these greens, and so is Shane. It turns me off, too, that Shane was almost won this in 2016. That's just auto fade immediately. Didn't even think twice about Shane. Or Connors. He doesn't even have that good of a U.S. Open record. So, Rahm outright plus Rahm without Scheffler? No, just Rahm. Just Rahm. If I'm hitting an outright on Rahm, I want to beat the fucking best. But not everybody agrees with that. Like any top 20 after round 1 guys. I don't know. You can bet that? You can bet that right now? I don't know what that question means. Brando predicted Scotty and Tiger 2000 route this week. Well, that would just ruin my weekend if that happened. But I also saw a couple of the Golf Channel guys this afternoon predicted it too. So if everybody's predicting it, it's definitely not happening. I'll tell you what, those Golf Channel guys, I mean, pick somebody else. Show a little love. They had some woman on there today. At least she went out of the box and picked Henley. These guys are like, oh, unfortunately, I'm predicting Scotty. Show some balls. Fitzpatrick plus 100 versus Harry English, who's getting steamed. Love it. Love it. I love Fitz this week. Love Fitz. Thoughts on Hovland? Already did that. Nothing against the guy. Just not for me this week. Portrush. I like Keegs to be top 20 after round 1. Sure. I don't know what that would pay, but sure. I always love plus money on anything I bet. Plus money head-to-heads you like. Fire them at me. I don't know. Fire them at me. I would favor early players T20 after first round. Yeah, I agree with that statement. Colin has a fade now. Yes, he does. I just think Colin's so short. He's just so short. And he just hasn't been playing well. He did talk to the media this week, though. Yeah, fire him at me. What are you calling for a winning score? Didn't get the rain they expected earlier. I've said from the get-go -2. I wouldn't be surprised if one guy maybe got to -4. And I wouldn't be surprised if the USGA kind of and the membership at Oakmont, they kind of want a plus an over par US Open. So I could see I could see them for the first time since Shinnecock setting this thing up diabolically. And so maybe we're getting a plus, an over par winner. My guess right now is they've been pretty soft. So -2. I hope it dries the fuck out. Yeah, me too. Praying that cocksucker Scheffler flops. Yeah, there's nothing worse than watching Scotty Scheffler run away with a tournament. Nothing worse. Even the Golf Channel guys were like, we need him to do what Tiger did in 2000. I'm like, for what reason? That would just be a bore fest. Would ruin my Father's Day. At least Tiger made it look cool. All winners or mixers here were brutes. Yes, they were. We talked about that on the Monday show. All big hitters. Yep. That's why we got Rombo. And then our next two aren't really brutes. Neiman and Tommy. Little guys. But Rom's got enough power for the three of them. Talked about Ludd earlier in the show. Do I think he can do it? I wouldn't be shocked if he did it. I don't think he's a bad bet this week at 30-1 at all. He just has a tendency to put up those big numbers in rounds, and that's what's holding him back right now. But I do forecast him moving forward to be a problem, especially on these slapdick PGA setups that we got coming up. What about little Brian Harman? Fuck that guy. Fuck Brian Harman. He ruined a major weekend once. That guy's the worst. And he's a little bitch. And he's slow as fuck. And I can't believe he was on the Ryder Cup and President's Cup team. And if they take him to Bethpage, I'm pounding Europe. Tom Hoagie to make the cut. Yeah, I like it. Like Tom Hoagie to make the cut. He's been playing good golf. Talked about the English hype already. He's the Taylor Pendrith of last week, the Dan Berger the week before. Stay away. Fool's gold there. Stay away from English. Rahm over Rory full head-to-head. Drop your nuts hammer play. Yeah, do it. What are the odds on that? Rahm over Rory. I didn't see that. I'll go down the head-to-head board here. All right, matchups. They don't put tournament matchups. They're on illegal sites. I don't see Rahm over Rory here. Going down the list here, though, Rahm over Scheffler, I guess. I'm not looking to pick on Scotty. I think he's definitely a lock top 10, so more than anybody else. I don't like any of these matchups. Neiman, Fleetwood, Neiman, Lowry. That's not a great odds there. Fleetwood, Lowry. Maybe Fleetwood, Lowry. Don't hate it. Ludwig can't. No. Don't mind Ludwig, JT. Ludwig over JT. Cantlay over JT, -120. Like that. I think Cantlay's going to have a good week this week. Struck. No. Not picking on Vic. Jordan, Spieth, Hatton. I think Spieth might have a decent week too. I don't know why. Here's one. Russ Henley, even money over Ben Griffin. Love that one. Henley over Griffin. Write that one down. Henley over Griffin. Going down the list here. Tournament matchups. Fox over Day. Fino Young. Wow, Adam Scott minus 160 over Brian Harmon. In what fucking world right now? I know I just shit all over Brian Harmon, but Adam Scott, come on. Don't mind Benny Ann over Mike Kim, minus 120. Leishman over Glover, don't hate that one. Yeah, now we're getting into the real shitbags. Grillo over Cole. Grillo's hot right now. We're getting into Grillo season. Connors minus 105 over Straka. Toss up. Is this up there for your favorite major, Blake? What order is your 4 majors best to worst? I always have a soft spot for Augusta, but this will be my second. I just love Augusta. And it kicks off the golf year. I would go Masters, U.S. Open, the Open, and the PGA last. I know lots of people like the Open, but I'm more of a U.S. Open guy. Over 86.5 highest round. Yes, I'd bet that. I saw 87.5. I'd bet over 86.5. Do I like Rahm top 10? Yeah, I mean, it's only like even odds, isn't it? Isn't it like plus 110? Yeah, smash it, sure. He's going to be there. He's going to win. So, yeah, bet it. I'm not betting it, but yeah, bet it. Especially if it gets wet, Colin will have a tough time getting around the joint. I don't think it's getting wet. I really don't. I don't think the forecast is calling for much rain, if any. Little bit Saturday night, but I don't think it's going to be that much. Are you seeing something that I'm not seeing? What player complains the most? Probably Shane Lowry. See him at the PGA? Lowry. I don't know. I feel like all the pros are like, no one is saying any hate right now. I feel like all the pros are kind of just going in with high expectations that it's just going to be unplayable. So I don't know. You see Mike Kim's posted pins. No, what are they? How does Tommy not win this tournament? I know, man. Like, -2 is made for Tommy Fleetwood. How does Tommy not win this tournament? I honestly have no idea how he doesn't win. I'd be shocked if he's not there holding the trophy. I don't disagree with this. Neiman doesn't have the headspace to win a major yet. He's a dodo. Yeah. It's actually, I'm going to ask Matt to look into that. He might be stupid. Not might be. He probably is stupid. But I'm just playing it on the talent, that his talent is just top 3 talent and top 5 talent in the world. And he's on a heater right now this season. I do think he's playing the best golf in the world, like behind Scheffler and Bryson. I guess I have to add Rory there. Behind those 3, I feel like he's playing the best golf in the world right now. So run and hide. Run and hide is what I say the path is for Neiman. Northeastish major. Wish Brooks had any form at all. Matt likely thinks this is the Midwest. What is Pittsburgh? It's not the Midwest. Northeast. Yeah, I wish Brooks had some form too. I would have been all over him here. This is a perfect place for Brooks. He just doesn't have it, and he shows it before he does. He's one of my favorite golfers. You can't touch Brooks this week. I would never bet him to miss a cut, though. Never. I live 20 minutes from Oakmont. Friends that are saying English looks awful, saying Neiman is looking good. Love that. Fuck Harry English. Can't seem to find any outright markets. Ben Griffin's going to miss the cut this week. What's those odds? Rahm over Rory minus 130. I'm not picking on Rory, but yeah, if you want to bet it, I don't hate it. I'm just not picking on Rory. I can see him playing. I can see it. There's a version of Rory playing possum this week, and him actually showing up. But the more likely outcome is he's gonna miss the cut because his pressure was really bad. What is one? I don't know what that means. English has zero chance to even make the cut after all the steam. Yeah, agree. What's it him to make the cut? Miss the cut. Yeah, fuck Connors. I don't. Where's Billy Horschel? Where did you see this? And I don't care what pros say. Fuck them. I got Rahm over Rory. Minus 125. Yeah, bet it. I already talked about Reed. Yep, not for me. I think his best abilities are eliminated here. Jaeger bombs could mix. I fucking hate Steven Jaeger. Hate Steven Jaeger. I don't see a world where he can mix at all. He is not a straight driver whatsoever. He just pounds it and drills 30 footers, which is not going to happen here. My favorite trend is only 3 of the last 10 Open winners had already won a major. This plus his form is why our guy Neiman is winning, right? Yep, Neiman or Tommy. I mean, look at for Tommy, Fitzpatrick had won 7 times on the DP World Tour, hadn't won on the PGA Tour, and then boom, won at Brookline. Same for Tommy. And Ernie Els, his first big win was at Oakmont. DJ's first major was at Oakmont. Same with Angel. Yeah, love it. Love it. Got to have a separate channel for Hatton club throwing. Yeah, love Hatton. Love Hatton throwing clubs, saying all dirty shit. Love Hatton. It's great for golf. Need more of that. Oakmont is drying out big time. Might get a little rain Saturday, but by Thursday afternoon, going to be baked. That's why I'm a little worried about the Thursday afternoon first round leaders. I feel like the morning might be the time to get your scoring in, if there's going to be any scoring, but to play well. But yeah, I'm glad it's getting baked out. I feel like that's how they want it to play. We got no wind. Hopefully they set it up fair. That's how I played it. Neiman this week, Rahm for the Open for one and done. Yes. Yep. Exactly how I played it. In your opinion, what are the key characters to perform well this week? Drive it straight. Keep it in the fairway. Obviously, that comes with avoiding the rough and avoiding the bunkers. And lag putting. Lag putting is going to be huge. Those are the 2 keys, in my opinion, in hitting the right spots. Buddy, what's up? What's up, buddy? What's up, Kicks for Boogie? We are considered Northeast like Marion type. Yeah, but Marion's more Philly, isn't it? This is Pittsburgh's like almost Ohio. C. Myers, are you a Steelers guy? I'm a Steelers fan. What do you think of Rodgers? Tommy can't putt for shit. Yeah, no shit. Neither can anybody else on this course. But Tommy's been making the 4 to 8 footers since he moved to the mallet. He's actually hasn't been bad since the switch to the mallet. Justin Rose miscut -1. Yeah, he's not making the cut. Miscut for Rosie. I told you guys after the Masters, Rosie wasn't going to be contending much. I don't see Rosie contending until Wentworth. And I'm not going to be on him at next year's Masters either. So it's going to be a while for Rosie. Final score prediction. Yeah, I said -2. Any love for Akshay this week or too short? I bet him first round leader. He's been playing well Thursday, Fridays, and then he just fucks off on the weekend. So I don't really know what's going on with Akshay. I do like him next week at the Travelers, so we'll see about that. The Golf Channel's glazing English. Wow. I love it. Big Dan, glazing. That's like my daughter. That's all she says, glazing. Fuck Harris English. You don't like, what was the guy's name? Calvin Austin? He's not a good number 2? I feel like he came alive second half of the season. I guess we do need a third option there too. So yeah, I guess you're right. If they protect Rodgers, I'm fine with the move. Yeah, love that chant. Love that chant. Love that chant. All right, what else we got? Any more questions? How do people like this live show with me? I mean, we might. I've got some guests lined up for some of the upcoming shows, but there'll be some times, especially some of these shit tournaments, that we might just go. I might just do a live Q&A on either Monday night or Tuesday night instead of doing a show with a guest. But I do have guests lined up for next week and in the Rocket and Deer. So Neiman -150 top South American, and Perez +120 top French. Who else is in the France? Pavone. Is there anybody else? If it's just Perez and Pavone, I don't hate it. Not something I want to bet. Neiman -150. Yeah, I bet him to win. I really like Grillo. So I mean, he's South American. And I like Ortiz too. So I'm not something I'm looking to bet there. So how fucking incredible is it going to be watching Tom and John duke it out for the win? I mean, nothing would make me more happy than Tommy Fleetwood and his fucking gorgeous lettuce going toe-to-toe with Rahm down the stretch on Sunday. I had it last year with Bryson and Rory. Nothing would make me more happier than Tommy Fleetwood and John duking it out. I grabbed my dad a Father's Day card with Neiman, Rahm, and Fleetwood slips inside. I hope when he opens Sunday, at least one. Yeah, hope all three of them are in the mix. Better than Rudolph, the dick-nosed reindeer. Fields and let's ride Russ Dildo. Yeah, agree. He is 41 though. Better golf odds coming on for the Rocket. No, I don't think so. That's a good one though. Love this Q&A. You're the man, Blake. Please never stop the show. I'll always listen to you. I'll try. We're going to try to keep it going. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, Matt's pretty limited. I couldn't tell you guys how bad I wanted to just shit all over Sam Burns this week, but he couldn't even respond. So it wasn't great. I understand. I'm sorry. I apologize. Got some complaints about it. I just wagered a fun small $10 on Sam Stevens winner after what Blake said. I think he's a good lag putter. Yeah, Sam Stevens ain't winning dick. What's plus 250? What's plus 250, Alex Henderson? Are a lot of people on Tommy? I hope not. I don't think people think the odds are great. You and Boston are fucking great. Okay, love it. How scared of Bryson are you? Will you grab him live if the opportunity is there? I'm not as scared as I was on Monday. Will I grab him live if the opportunity depends? Depends what he's doing. I want to wait and see. I like to wait and see how the course is playing before I do anything. Gotcha. Love it. Yeah, Tommy Fleetwood. I love that you guys are riding Tommy. Never die with Tommy. He's going to win something soon. I'll say that for the rest of his career. Any Asian chances this week? No. To win? No. Definitely not. Definitely not. No, Hideki's in shit form, and Hideki's in shit form. I guess Siwoo is probably the best chance. Tom Kim stinks. What happened to Tom Kim? I know he's still 21, but I mean, got that Nike deal and his butt buddies with Scheffler. Everything went to his head. Yep. Fuck English. Could see Straka. Fuck Keegan Bradley. Only scared of Straka there. Not really scared of him, but doesn't Old get involved? No. Olds don't perform at U.S. Opens. Olds perform at the Open and the Masters. U.S. Opens not kind to Olds. Leishman top Aussie at plus 550. Wow, I bet a plus 470. So yeah, pound that 550. Oh, Tommy love. There's nothing Tommy likes more than a par. Tommy loves a par. I think that's his favorite word. Sungjae Im sucks at golf. He sucks. All he does is chip in. He sucks. He's always priced 40 to 1 every fucking event, too. Don't get it. Fuck Sungjae Im. Where's Sick Fuck been? I don't know who that is. Does Lowry miss the cut? No, I think he's playing too well to miss the cut. He came out of the womb saying par. Par, 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 par. All right, what else we got? Anything else? Yeah, fuck him. He can't see well. Yeah. His face is real chubby, too. Oh, Todd, he must have lost his card. He stinks. Brendan Todd, he stinks. There is I think there is a crick. I thought there is one on one of the holes there. Xander was talking about it, how he doesn't think anybody will try to fly it besides Bryson. I want to say is it 10? I think it's on the 10th hole. But yeah, not a lot of water, or no water besides that. Yeah, Tommy definitely has an old lady. I don't know what he's doing there. We may need an upgrade for him to actually win. But he's got like 5 kids, and like 3 of them might be stepkids. But yeah, pars and old women. That's Tommy's thing. A lot of the Englishmen are like that. Hatton's wife ain't great either. JT or Cantlay? Definitely high on Cantlay. I think Cantlay could win this week. If not, he's winning next week. Haven't had to cash that fucking ticket in a while. We're due. I know. Thought we had one last week. I wanted to scream it right in Matt's fucking face last week. Instead, I had to start with fucking live. Had to start with the live recap. All anybody wanted to talk about was Burns. So, yeah, we need it. Norgard, let's go. Yeah, they added a Berm Creek. Yep. Yeah, Norgard, I guess, hits it far. cool. Tommy rips the Band-Aid off. Thanks for keeping up the show. Yep. Man, Tommy win would be incredible. Yeah, Tommy's wife is 60 at least. Did I hedge with Fox at all last week? Very small, very small. Very small. Needed a win bad, so no, I didn't. I wasn't trying to hedge. I should have. I looked at it once when he was one back. It was plus 300. I think it was on like 16. Gotcha. Yep. Makes sense. Top old Phil or Dick Bland? Dick Bland. I guess Phil's been playing well, but I can't see it at this course at all for Phil. So, and Dick Bland's actually won events, big events, recently. I mean, won two majors on the senior tour. Yes, he does. I could care less about that story. I'm not a nostalgic guy. Morikawa thoughts did it at the beginning of the show. Yeah, he could play well or he could fail miserably, in my opinion. I think he's going to have to putt extremely well. Yeah, I tossed the first round leaders out. Is Keith Mitchell not in the field? No, he's not in the field. But he'll be 40-1 in the next event for some reason. All right, we'll go another 5-6 minutes, and then we'll get out of here. Appreciate you guys all listening and tuning in. YouTube has been cranking, so if you're not watching us on YouTube, keep that up because that's been the best for us. No, I'm not going to Oakmont. I wish. I went to Brookline in 2022. That was a fantastic time. Was on Rahm there too. I think he finished 5th. Yes, he can. Norgard can mix for an hour. Yeah, sure. Definitely. Don't hate it. Man, the Golf Channel guys are on English. That is wild. Why did Roars cry when he won in Canada? Because he beat Greg Norman's PGA wins record or whatever he had. And it was a big deal because Liv was playing the same week. I think it was the first Liv event. Any chance Cam finds something before the Open? Yeah, why not? I don't see him winning the Open, but yeah, sure. I'm sure he can find something. Now that Matt is gone, when do we bet posted again? I've tried on the Postman. He just can't do it with his shoulders. He's just not a fan of those shoulders. But yeah, we're gonna be betting Poston soon. Wyndham. You know, Matt probably cost me a Wyndham when Poston won at Wyndham and when he won at the John Deere because he didn't like the dude's fucking shoulders. Great show. Keep it going. Thank you. Ever do a T5, T10, T20 parlay? I was thinking about doing that this week, but DraftKings has limited me and they're fucking assholes and I don't want to deposit money into any other legal account. So I'm all legal right now. But yeah, that sounds fun though. That Brookline talk had me thinking of Francis Ouimet and Fitzy. You have a chance to do anything? I like Fitzy this week. Yeah. Fitzy's trending. I don't think he can win this, but I mean, I bet him first round leader. I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes top 20. Early thinking for next week besides Cantler. Haven't really thought about it too much. It's probably going to be Scotty because it's just going to be set up like the fucking slapdick PGA event every other week, and it's a no-cut event. So it's probably going to be Scheffler, to be honest with you, especially if he doesn't win this week. But yeah, like Cantler, maybe Akshay. I don't know. haven't really dove into it yet, but Shriners, I was on him, wasn't I? I remember being on him and he hit it in the fucking water. I know Matt wasn't on him then. Yeah, I missed that one at the deer. Real pissed about it. Matt owes me a ton of money for that shit, for the postman. Will there be an asterisk since Homer and Gooch won't be playing? Yes, definitely, Junes. Definitely be an asterisk without Gooch. Gooch is fucking hot right now. He's gonna win. He's gonna win Live Merito. Everybody knows that event. Fuck Burnsy. Fuck that guy. What a pig-nosed fuck. Just costing us all money. I think Norman was fine with it. Yeah. I don't think Norman has anything against Rory. Yeah, he probably loved it for the game of golf. I don't think Norman's a complete dickhead. I think Burns can win. Did you see him try to make a pressure putt in that playoff? I don't see a way in hell Burns can win a major. Burns chicken shit, yes. Okay. I think we're losing steam here, but that's that for the U.S. Open. Well, hopefully Tommy wins for everybody. All right. That's it. All right, I'm done.